I've seen a lot of shows, so I try to find the absolute best ones. This is not just something I picked off a list on the internet or something. These are shows I really watch. So if maybe you've watched a lot of shows and you don't really know what to watch anymore, then hopefully this list will have at least one show that you haven't watched yet, and I can almost guarantee you it has. And hopefully that you'll get some inspiration to watch it. So yeah. Without any further before I start, always thank you guys so much for the support, the likes, the comments, the views, and everything like that. Thank you so much. I really mean it. It means a lot to me. On the reason I'm wearing this weird ass t-shirt, because which I have started doing now, because I've been inside so much, because of all the virus shit and all that, right? It's not over yet, like you'd think. Most people now are like, oh, it's over now, and like, it's not over. But anyways, I've been inside a lot, so I decided to go on jogs, and my sleep schedule is like messed up, right? So I don't live a normal life. I do, but I need to be more awake during the night. So for now, I go jogging at 1 a.m., which is crazy to most people, and it's crazy to me too. But that's when I have time and I'm more awake, which is kind of messed up, but that's just how it is. So yeah, after this video I'm gonna edit it, and then I'm gonna go jogging, which is pretty crazy, so that's how it is. But yeah, let's get right on to the list. So the first show, and I think this is like the first paranormal show that I ever watched, and that is called Ghost Hunters. Now, I think that's kind of the show that kind of started it all. Like, of course there were shows before that, but this show has been running for a very, very long time. I think it was running for 11 years or something, which is pretty crazy. And it's about Grant and a guy called Grant and Jason, and those are the two original people. And of course they have other investigators with them, but those are the two main investigators. And pretty much what they do is like any other ghost hunting show. They get contacted by people who are struggling with the paranormal activity in their house or in their workplace or wherever, and they go investigate it. And to me, this really got me into the paranormal, like the shows, and it is a really good show. I like the people on the show. It's I don't know, it's a very good show. I know it's just show, but it's very good, and I highly recommend it if you want to watch something paranormal like ghost hunting. It's very good. The next show, this is no particular order, by the way. This is not like top like 10 to 1. This is no order. I'll say which show that I like the most. I'll say my top 3 in the end, but for now this is just a random list. It's not from like the worst to the best or the best to the worst. So the next show is called The Dead Files. Now this show is a little bit different. This is about pretty much a psychic and an investigator. So what they do, the psychic's name is Amy, and the investigator's name is Steve. And what they do is they go to a haunted location, and before Amy, the psychic, goes in, Steve investigates the property, finds out information, as he would do as an investigator. He interviews the people and whatever. And then Amy, who was a psychic, goes in, and apparently she doesn't know anything. They remove all the pictures from the walls. They don't tell her anything, and they just let her go in there, let her do her psychic things, I guess. And it's very interesting. They pick up on a lot of things, and in the So yeah, highly recommend it. Now the next show is kind of, I don't know, it's more family, like it's not family, like it is. It could be. No, it is, I think. And that is Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates. Now, Josh Gates has done many shows in the past. He has done Destination Fear and, many other shows. And Destination Fear, Destination Truth. Oh, wow. And the Expedition Unknown is a very fun show. They go and investigate different mysteries around the world. If it's about the pyramids in Egypt or the Vikings in Norway, he's been there and he has investigated it, and it's very interesting, and a show that I would definitely recommend. It's something you can watch, if you have kids, that is more lighthearted and something that is not too scary, and it's just more for the entire family, but it's a show that I still really enjoy. Very well made and just gives you a very cozy feeling while watching it, so highly recommend that. Next show is Ghost Adventures, and I'm just gonna say that's my favorite show of these. I get very excited about this show. I think it's great, and that is with Zach, Aaron, Billy, and Jay, and those are the 4 main investigators on the show. Those are the ones you see on camera, pretty much. And they used to have a guy on the show called Nick, but he ended up quitting after a while, which I don't know why, but he was very fun on the show too, and he eventually got some own shows of his own. So yeah, some own shows of his own, bro. I can't talk today. But yes, Ghost Adventures, pretty much the same as Ghost Hunters. They go and investigate. People call them, get in contact with them, and they go investigate these haunted houses, and they have investigated in not just houses, but big venues. They go to many different places, and it's a very good show. It's very well edited, it's very well made, and that's why I like it so much, because you don't get bored of it. Even if there's some episodes that it doesn't happen a lot, you'll find it very hard to get bored. So yeah, that's why I like that show very much. It's extremely well made, and it's extremely entertaining. So yeah, highly recommend that. Now the next show I can almost guarantee you haven't heard of. If you heard of every show so far, then I think this one will surprise you. And it's called The Osbournes Want To Believe, and that is with Ozzy Osbourne, Jack Osbourne, and Ozzy Osbourne's wife, which is Sharon Osbourne. And the Osbournes Want To Believe. What they do there is Jack Osbourne, he's kind of hosting the show. They're sitting in a couch or a movie theater, and Jack shows his parents, Ozzy and Sharon, movies. Wow, how old am I? 80 videos from around the internet. Haunted videos. It could be of UFOs, Bigfoots, ghosts, and he shows that to them. And initially, they don't believe in the paranormal. So his goal in this show is pretty much to make them believe. So at the end, of every clip they see, they rate it from 1 to 10 how good it was or how believable it was, and it's just a very fun show. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's because I love Ozzy Osbourne. I'm a very big fan of Ozzy Osbourne. I think he's great. And yeah, just it's a very fun show. next show.